あれ何しよう。
これ
英語じゃんこれ。
どうしても先生になりたいけどずっと今まで勉強してきたじゃん。もうそろそろもう直接学校に出向いて雇ってもらおうかと思うとんよ。そしたらやっぱり
学校に行ってドライブスルーのそれをオーダーするの。
何が腹が立つってね、Excuse me って言わんにゃん。It's a angry jack。違う、学校に行ってプリンシパルに会ってここで
Can I please have large milkshake？
ラージミルクシェイクじゃなくてティーチングジョブ。校長先生ととっても上手な英語で対応しないとまずジョブはないよ。英語の練習がしたい。校長先生ぐらいの大人の人と喋る練習がしたい。いや、あおちゃんの英語が上手なのは分かっとるんだけど、できたらその社会経験のある先生とお話がしたい。
で俺もめっちゃさ、その先生の役してあげたいところなんだけど、俺もあと3分でさ家出なきゃいけない。バイトが始まるけどさ。
私ね、実はね、青葉よりよっぽどいい先生紹介できる。
何家庭教師
いや、マミーの今言ったやつ全部金揃えとる講師紹介できるよ、私、英語の。
本当に？
そう。実践的な面接の練習になるようなネイティブの先生紹介できるよ。
わざわざそういう人を探して喋る機会なんてできんけんね。ひょろっと現れてくれたりしてそういう人とすぐに話せるんだったら、まあ、それはすごい嬉しいよ。
おるよ実は。
本当？
24時間いつでも対応可能なね先生が。
ハローワークのティーチャーだね。
いや、それはすごい。
でそれがね、キャンブリー先生っていうね、
キャンブリー先生。
そう、キャンブリーっていうサービスがあるんよ。1万人以上の英語講師が集まっとるサイトなんだけど、しかも質の高いネイティブ講師。全く予約も必要なくて、先生のプロフィール見てどういう経歴がある先生かとか、どういうトピックの話ができる先生かとかで、しかも、英語って言ってもいろんなアクセントがあるじゃん。それも実は選べるよ、自分で。どうせだったらさ、教育とかに詳しいさ先生を今から探してみてやってみる？マミ。
やってみたい。
じゃあバイトだろ。じゃあキャンブリー先生に任せる？
やってみる。知りたい、やりたい。バイバーイ。ドライブスルーしようね。フラットホワイト飲もうね。
大家族フォーサイス家。
こんな感じで、ほらオンラインの先生がこうやって出てくる。ここに旗とかあるじゃん。国旗でアクセントが分かる。絞りたかったらここでキーワードで探せるんよ。
絶対オーストラリアがいい。
じゃあ講師のアクセントからオーストラリアアクセントってですよ。そしたらオーストラリアアクセントのみの人がほら出てきた。こうやって今4人おるんよ、オーストラリアの可能な先生が。マミーに見てほしいのは、ここにさ教員資格とか書いてあるじゃん。今教員資格って書いてあるのが3人。じゃあこの人はティーチャーウェンディ見てみる？
ティーチャーウェンディ見てみる。
プロフィールこんな感じで、職務経験、ビジネスとかもあるし、エデュケーションサポートだって。
学校で働いたことあるんかね、それが知りたい。
わからん。じゃあこの人の自己紹介聞いてみる。
I'm from Australia and I have an Australian accent. I am a qualified TESOL teacher and I'm also qualified in education support, business administration, especially in the areas of finance and medical. I have many years of helping in schools with students, particularly ones that have challenges with reading and writing.
どう？ね、この人やってみたいよ。
レッスン開始できるよ。
本当？じゃあやってみようか。
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's good. My name's Wendy. What's your name?
My name is Sachiko forsyth.
Sachiko. So where do you want to start? Sachio? Sachiko, isn't it?
I'd like to start now. Yes.
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 Have you been learning English long?
Actually, I'm 62 years old. I have started to learn English when I was 12 at school in Japan.
Yes.
So it's such a long time. I think I'm learning English. But when I was 26 years old,
yes,
I came to Australia from Japan.
Okay.
Then about 3 years, I live in Australia. Then I learned English a lot. After that, I went back to Japan again. I stayed in Japan nearly 25 years. Forgot all of English. Then, year 2014, 8 years ago, I came back to Australia again. Then I started to learn English again to be a Japanese language teacher. I would like to be a road teacher, LOT teacher. Actually, just now I am in Sydney with my children.
How many children do you have?
8 children.
8 children. Okay, very busy.
Yes, was very busy, but almost all of children, they independent now. They're adult. When they are young, I was very busy.
Yes.
But now my youngest child is 18 years old. He is a student of Sunshine Coast University now, so he is kind of adult.
Yes.
Then I live with the son, 18 years old, on the Sunshine Coast. And just for holiday, I visited my children in Sydney. Yes, so I'm not so busy now. I just look after myself lots now.
You're independent now.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's lovely. You sound like you've had a very varied life, living in different places. What do you like about Australia?
I came to Australia when I was 26 years old. It was the first time to visit overseas, and then I really liked Australia. I could see Japan from Australia a lot more than when I was in Japan. I didn't care too much about Japanese culture, Japanese language, etc., history. But when I start to live in Australia, I just fascinated about my own country's history, culture, many things. So I wanted to tell Australian people about Japan. Then I decided to live in Australia. Then I got a job as a road teacher at the primary school. I had a qualification and everything in Japan. 33 years ago, I was a teacher, same as an Australian teacher, same salary and everything. But I went back to Japan and I lived in Japan for 25 years. When I returned to Australia again, then all of law changed. I had to start again. I have to get the certificate, able qualification from Japan again. And also I had to take English test.
To re-qualify.
Yes. So that test is so high level for me. Like if IELTS, like 8.
Yes,
And
yes.
the IELTS 8 is just too high.
Unachievable for you.
I kind of study hard. I went to TAFE and etc. 6 years I tried to learn English to be a teacher again. Now all of life is back to normal again. Then many teachers left jobs. So now Australia said, oh, not enough teachers. Then Queensland government education department said a lot of teacher doesn't need IELTS 8. Just need principal's recommendation because I have all of qualifications. Just I'm lack of English, but that English is not doesn't need so high level now. If the school's principal write letter, then it's okay to be a teacher. Wow, great! Then now I have to practice English for interview.
How long is before your interview?
2 weeks time, might be in January. I'm not really sure.
And what do you find most challenging with English?
So speaking is really hard for me to get the proper pronunciation. It was really hard.
So I've just noticed speaking with you that sometimes you struggle, like you said the word principal.
Yes.
And sometimes you might struggle with that word principal, as in the school teacher principal, not living by a principle, but yes. The other thing I've noticed as I've spoken with you, and it's what we all do, we get a little nervous maybe and speak very fast.
Ah, yes.
So when you're doing your interview, even if you take a breath and slow down, your words will come out clearer. And I mean, I can understand you very well, but not everybody is attuned to listening. That's a good little thing to remember. There's an expression like a duck. So you're looking all calm on the top, but underneath you might be all paddling and nervous. just taking that breath and slowing down gives the illusion that you're calm and in control. So that's something good to remember on your interview that might help you as well. Because your English is very good.
No, not at all. I know my level.
Yeah, it may not be IELTS 8, but your English is very good. And you're very confident speaking. So keep going with that.
I am a member of Toastmasters Club. Yes, always evaluators told me that. Sachiko, slow down, pause. Then I always forget when I start speaking.
Because we get nervous. We get nervous and we want to get the words out before we forget them. And then once you've started talking fast, it's very hard to slow down.
Yes.
And you said that you taught, was it primary school children?
I taught both. In Victoria, I taught primary school student and high school student. Twice a week, I taught correspondence Japanese.
Okay.
I taught Japanese by correspondence because 33 years ago, is no computer, no Zoom, or nothing. So
That's correct.
I do with telephone. Fax.
Things have changed now, haven't they? The world has become very small in a way. We have access to lots of things. And it's wonderful because it helps us to learn.
Yes.
It helps us to connect. The new job that you're interviewing for,
Yes.
what level students will they be?
It's a teacher's aid job. I would like to start teacher's aid first.
Yes.
Before to be a proper teacher. And year 7 and 8. Only 2 grades because it's such a new school. Try to build primary school. And I heard the primary school was learning Japanese. That school doesn't really advertise about Japanese language teacher yet. Just teacher's aid at the moment. But if I be teacher's aid first there, then might be principal will write a letter for me. Then I could be just imagination.
Education, I think, is very important.
Yes.
Children have changed a lot, probably since you were teaching last time in Australia.
Yes.
They are a lot more independent. I'm not sure, I haven't been to Japan, but schools in Japan, they start very early and go for a longer time. Is that correct?
No, same as Australia. In Australia, it's the same thing. The teacher goes there before 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Yes. So same as Japan, starting time is same, but
Right.
day longer than Australia. It's
Longer day.
longer.
Yes.
It is true. Yes.
And maybe a little bit more, what would it be, like disciplined? Have a little bit more control maybe on the children. Sometimes they have a variety of students in the school in Australia with lots of different challenges. I'm not sure if that is the same in Japan. And so the teacher aide especially, because I've been a teacher aide as well, they especially have to cope with a lot of those challenges.
Yes.
So that's, you know, makes life interesting.
Yes.
You've got to work out what the student needs, and you learn little techniques to try and cater to that student or to facilitate their learning.
What facilitate?
Facilitate means make it happen, help them to learn or to give them the tools to learn. I was just about to say you would have known that word and you would probably be able to explain it. But sometimes it's very hard. I'm learning another language as well, and it's sometimes hard to remember all the words. Yes. But education is very important to help people to progress and to make the best of their life. And really, if we don't have an education, we can't make good decisions. If you don't know about a subject, you can't really decide on it, can you?
Yeah, no, yes.
So what sort of challenges do you think you'll find in the school?
My experience in Japan, for primary school age, I taught everything, like all of subjects. And junior high and high school is I taught physics and health education. My experience in Australia is I taught phys ed and Japanese language. this time I tried to get a job in Queensland that is a teacher's aide job. Actually, last week I visited that school before apply because I want to know about the job more.
Yes.
And I talked with staff. Then staff, she said helping in a classroom or
Yes.
all of subject could be math and art. She also said we would start the Japanese language too. Then
Yes.
I'm really confident to teach or
Yes.
do teacher's aid for Japanese language.
Yes.
But math and other, yes, I know math. I am qualified teacher, but I think I have to talk with class teacher lots and lots before lesson.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
I will do what the teacher wanted. Then next,
Yes.
I will think how to help the student.
Yes. If you get to help with the Japanese language, that would be an asset. You know, a native speaker.
Yes.
When I was a teacher's aide, the school that I was at, there was a teacher teaching Japanese, but she wasn't a native speaker. And so she was teaching from what she had learned. It still has an accent, not Japanese accent, more Australian accent. But the classes were interesting. It's a very fascinating culture and a very fascinating country.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sure that you will do well. The schools are really wanting teachers' aides and they will use you in all sorts of areas. I was doing English, reading, helping with math, helping with computer. How are you with your computer skills?
So.
So. Well,
Yes.
you know how to get onto Cambly.
Use Zoom.
And even just helping children to turn their computer on and how to save a document. That's a big thing. Normally they'll do all their work and then forget to save it. And so it used to be my job to make sure that they knew how to save their work and to put it in a file and that sort of stuff. So yeah, those little things will be, you know, an asset. But I'm sure you will do really well. You're very energetic. And you're very enthusiastic. You're very lovely.
Yeah. You were so great teacher.
Yeah, I'm excited for you because, you know, it's nice to have a goal and to try and achieve that goal.
Yeah.
And to try and keep progressing, you know. Age sometimes catches up with us. But while we're fit and healthy, you know, you just try and do as much as you can.
Yes.
But anyway, I noticed that our time is almost done. That went really fast.
Oh, yes.
It's a good thing if it went fast. It means we were enjoying ourselves.
Yes. I really enjoyed talking with you.
I enjoyed talking with you too. All the best for you with your interview.
Yes.
Just remember, take a breath and slow down.
Yes, slow down. Yes.
But anyway, it's been really lovely. You enjoy your day.
Yes, I will. You too.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
終わった。
どうだった？
いや、すごい良かった。自分が講師選べるのがすごく良かった。私が欲しかった相手、オーストラリアのスクールの現場で働いたことのある講師っていうのが私の願いだったから、現場の人だからすごくためにとか話し方がインタビューの時に通じなかったりしたら困るから、ちゃんと理解できるような話し方っていうのもやりたいんだって言ったら、それもちゃんと分かってくれたし、
この先生と話せたおかげでこれからの面接もうまくいくと思う？
それはまあ初めてだから、これからも続けてやっていきたいなと思って、
じゃあ今からやろうって言ってすぐ先生見つけることができたのも便利よね。
そうパッと押したらわーって出てきて、その中からまあ、顔とかハンサムかどうかも、まあ、ちょっとは重要か、いや一個もそれ重要じゃないんだよね
重要って言いそうになったでしょ今。
言いそうになったけど、でもよく考えたらボーフレード探すよるんじゃない。
出会い系アプリじゃないんじゃけど、
違う
まあそれは置いといて、で今の会話も全部実は自動で録画されとんよ。
あ、そうなんじゃ。
そうじゃあいつでも復習ができるし、さっきはマミーの講師とはフリートークだったじゃん。でも先生によっては教材を元にレッスンすることもできるんだって。今日は PC 使ってやったけど、そのスマホだったりとかタブレット全てのデバイスに対応しとるけ、携帯からやりたいなって思ったら携帯からもつなげて先生と話することができる。
Cambly を初めて使ってみたんですけど、とってもためになりました。私はオーストラリアに住んでるからどこに見てもネイティブいっぱいいるけれども、私が話したい内容、習いたい内容をすぐにこの隣にいる友達に教えてって言ってそういうことを習えるわけではないので、いつでもどこでも24時間やりたい時にネイティブの先生探して、それも職務経験もいろいろ探せてやってみたら本当に役に立つことを教えてくれたし、カンバセーションの練習にもなったので、特に日本とか全然英語圏じゃないところにいる人なんか最適のサービスだと私は思います。紹介コードがforsythで、それで15分無料でできるそうです。一回やってみてください。この動画を見て私と一緒に勉強しようと思ったら、チャンネル登録、コメント、like をよろしくお願いします。
See you in the next
See you
video.
in the next video.
Bye.
Bye bye.